the local languages, mostly. Right. In Bengali, that it was written, and I was not able to read, and translations, that was that weren't available then. And I immediately called my teacher, my guru, that Balrama Gupta, and he suggested one thing, and you can take printouts and then apply that right, this particular famine and the deaths, large scale deaths that weren't right, given much space. That was done casual, and it was creatively done. Nothing of the numbers specified. So here what I read 3 lakhs and some thousands like. Yes. So it was not that the numericals that were and compared that with the history like, and it was treated as a death that taken place that casually like. And there librarians, one of the librarians who supported me a lot. He was well versed in the local as well as English and Hindi. It should give some meaning, and instead of reading that sociological events and then doing a comparison that may not make much sense, and better concentrate on historical personages I was told like. So what do you know that you asked for is something historiographic that of attitude that I was not then that familiar. But now what I can do or what I can suggest if a scholar comes to me for research, I can use space to that historiographic application of his study like or an interpretation. The sociological perspective that is okay, and the archaeological department that they have done while working for this that I came across one interesting reading is on the Bengal famine is that still that the large scale application of mind and thinking, maybe group of people join together and then work to study more about this area. They suggested towards the end that. And when the Minister of Education visited our campus, that he also made an appeal like right to concentrate on Bengal famine more on rather than that of unsung. Also made a suggestion there in the visit. So thank you for question.
Thank you, sir. Does anybody else have any questions?
Very quick comment. I was reminded of when you talked about the 1942. I was reminded of the Japanese presence on the Andamans. And to this day, if you visit Andaman, you will see some of those bunkers there. I remember getting into one of those, and the view that you have of the coastline. So you still have that. It's a very traumatic memory that you have. And of course, Churchill could be lionized, but then I think there's a time when you start looking at him. When you mentioned Churchill, I was thinking of a bulldog. So that's the way in which I think we start perhaps decrowning some of those leaders. And the other, Kerala, not Kerala at that time, but Kottayam, who had come to Eastwood, I think, and there was a discussion from Congress committee members, and there were which led to the direct involvement of Periyar in the Vaikam Satyagraha. This was reported and this was done in today's newspapers. They were talking about it. And I think that also contributes, another dimension to the way in which we have been trying to talk about nationalism and then the involvement of, I think we were talking about religion, and perhaps that also ties up to this point that you made about, and there was this other way in which you were trying to understand the groundswell and the participation or involvement of ordinary people in shaping of nation. I think that the time frame, I think, is very, very important in that one. So I just want to add that.
It's time to honor our guest, Dr. G. Bhaskaran, Professor and Dean School of English and Foreign Languages, Gandhidham Global Institute in Tamil Nadu. And of course, Professor is PRABHA Sir, Convener, Dean, Faculty of Indian and Other Languages, Professor and Dean, Department of English, to honor our guest. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your presentation. And now it's time for us to break for a tea break. I request you to go for a tea break and come back within 5 minutes of time. We'll have the next session. Thank you.
Saya